Well, howdy, and welcome back to the Withlacoochee River Railroad and the Withlacoochee River Report. Nice to see the passenger train running again. I don't have the observation car on it again. I might add it. That'll make the train a little longer. You notice I put my Lackawanna B unit on it. That's because the guys at the Santa Fe needed it for the Tampa Chief. You know, we have such steep hills here in Florida. And those FP7s just couldn't handle it, right? That's what we're going to claim anyway. So they borrowed that there B unit from the Lackawanna. Maybe I ought to repaint that B unit in Santa Fe war bonnet colors. It'd at least give me another engine. For the Santa Fe. Follow me through the intro and we'll come back. Okay, well, I got that reefer going a little. The reefer works fine. It stays on the track and everything, even with its two rail wheel sets. Got the couplers on it, and I've discovered, okay, this baggage car here, and probably the rest of the train too, has a problem with KD couplers. Now, while the standard O-gauge couplers will mate up with KDs just fine, they don't always work together. They don't always work and play together very well. So that's just one of those things. Now, we've got a train show coming up this Saturday, the 14th, which is Valentine's Day. I'm looking forward to that. I imagine that they're not going to be spending a lot of money on trains this weekend, because they'll be, buying flowers and chocolates and things like that for their wives or their husbands. Either or. Anyway, I did find out at the show at Dana's the last time about there's some guy in England making metal gears for these for the Menards units, and I'm going to try to get that information out to you. Find out who it is and get it posted up here online, and we can have us maybe get some decent gears in them, as long as they're fairly priced reasonably well. If the guy's wanting 70 or 80 bucks for the gears, well, to hell with him. To heck with that nonsense. We're not going to play that game. But you know, 15, 20, $25 for a set of gears to fit in there. You know, maybe even $30 or $35. But much more than that, no, it wouldn't be worth it. I was trying to figure out a way of if I can pick up a scrap unit, you know, that's complete with its motors and gears and stuff, that I could take and possibly replace those plastic gears with maybe Lionel or MTH gears or something, which would work fine for me. I'd be happy with that. We'll have to see about that, but you know, usually you can pick those engines up for about 15 bucks, 20 bucks, maybe, if they're junkers, if they're true junkers. And they're good for parts. I went ahead and decided to put the B unit on because it's got your standard O gauge couplers on it. Works fine on the KD end of the second A unit there, and works fine with the standard O gauge coupler that's on the baggage car there. Probably worked fine with all the passenger cars, because they were all having a problem uncoupling as it came around this curve. Now that could be due to track work more than anything. But I couldn't even get it to go around this curve down here earlier, pulling that car with KD couplers. It'd either undo from the engine or it would undo from the baggage car. It did make it around once. Didn't give me any problems whatsoever till it got around to this curve, which I know has a little bit of an issue on it, has a little bit of a bump. But outside of that, I know that the milk car will work fine once I get it going. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in those gears, for those metal gears for the Menards units. Would love to have them. And who knows? I still have my F9 project going. I haven't done anything on it this week, but I have it going. So that being said, I'll go ahead and run the train around a couple more times for you, and we'll call it a week. I am tired. I actually had 2 days work this week so far. Right now it's Wednesday, so I could have 1 or 2 more. But of course Saturday is train sale day, so hopefully I can make some money and buy more trains. So until next time, happy railroading.